Hi guys, so pose of the week this week is going to be our wheel. You may recognise this pose from maybe something that you learned in the playground at primary school, commonly known as crab, but in yoga terms we call it wheel. So with this tutorial, what I'd like you to do is firstly focus on your warm-up because this is a really big back stretch. You should probably focus on warm-up poses such as your low lunge, which really activates your hip flexor stretches here. You can interlock the palms, peace fingers facing up. Take gentle back bends if you want to. Activating the back muscles with your warrior 3. And then also chest openers and hip openers for your puppy pose. Walking the palms out towards the top of the mat, resting that chest down. You can drop the chin onto the mat or you can rest the forehead down. And then finally, if this is in your range, you can warm up using bow pose, taking hold of the feet and pushing the feet into the palms, lifting that chest. Now, assuming that you're all warmed up, we'll get onto the tutorial for pose of the week. Let's get started. So, your bridge pose is essentially this. To work towards this and to make sure you've got the correct setup, you want your heels towards your glutes, but you don't want them too close. If you have them too close, then you'll struggle to push up and channel the strength. You don't want them too far away because you'll have the same issue. You kind of want them just in the middle, making sure that they're hip distance away. Your palms are going to come back and fingertips facing the same direction as the feet towards the bottom of the mat. You want your palms as close to the shoulders as possible, drawing the elbows in. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to push into the feet. You want to ground through all four corners. Once you're here, push and squeeze, same with the palms, and make sure you're pushing towards the top of the mat rather than the back. If we push back, you'll have this. Push forward. Perfect. Once you're here, you can walk the feet in. If this feels too uncomfortable on the lower back, you can come up onto the toes, relax into that head. Now, I have a few adjustments that we can do to work our way up towards bridge pose. So, as you might know from class, we often use the glutes bridge, where the feet are in the same position. You're just going to push the hips up towards the ceiling, roll the shoulders under. You can interlock the palms, or if you want to, you can walk the feet a little bit further in towards the glutes, taking hold of the ankles, push and squeeze. This gives you the same kind of back stretch as what you'd get through bridge without having to put all the pressure through the shoulders. Another variation that we can do to help you progress towards bridge, if you're struggling with your strength and flexibility, is use 2 blocks and a wall. So essentially, what you're going to do is put your blocks against the wall here. Imagine this is a wall. And then you're going to just come back down to your setup. Instead of your palms coming down onto the mat next to your shoulders, you're going to place them onto the mat with your fingertips coming down the sides, making sure these are obviously in the right position, shoulder width apart. This helps raise the palms, so you haven't got as much lift to concentrate on. You can more concentrate on how it feels. So grounding through the feet again, and this time, I guess the palms, the fingertips are just kind of pushing the blocks in towards the wall. You can lift and squeeze and use the wall as a target to push yourself forward. Now, if you feel that the strength isn't a problem for you and it's more flexibility, you can do the exact same thing but remove the blocks. Place the palms down, but still against the wall, and you can use the wall as a target to push yourself forward, so you make sure that you're not coming back, you're pushing the chest forward. What you find with bridge pose is, we call it, or it is categorized as a back stretch, but it is a lot to do with your strength. So your feet are obviously pushing down to push the hips up, and your palms are pushing down to lift the chest. If you feel like the strength isn't quite there, then just practice the little drills, or maybe even just the glute bridge, what we did earlier. And just practicing these, I don't know, a few times a week, you'll see a certain progression. In class this week, I'll be bringing the blocks, and we'll be able to start by going against the wall. So yeah, I hope to see you in class on Tuesday. I have the Hatha session on Sunday, which is online, and also the outdoor yoga is next Wednesday. So if you're having any trouble or want any further information, just drop me a message. Hopefully see you guys soon, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.